Alright, let me set the stage for you. Alright, so in 6th grade we had a bottle rocket competition, right? There's this kid, Derek. He sets his bottle rocket off. It doesn't go higher than 10 feet. He then proceeded to throw his stuff on the floor, and in front of everybody in the entire class he yelled, "F*** you, Mom!" And, the teacher didn't really notice. He was too old to hear anything, really. I didn't say anything back then, but I think I've become a worse person over the years, because if that were to happen today, I think I would have died laughing. Does that make me a bad person? Probably. I have so many questions for him too, like, what happened when he came home from school that day? What did he say to his mom? Is his mom even still alive? These are all questions I very much would like to know the answer to. Except for the fact that would be a very awkward icebreaker after 4.5 years of silence. Alright, let me explain. So a couple of years ago, I moved away, and I left everything behind. My state, my school, my friends, and I'll be honest, it wasn't easy at first. It wasn't easy being the new kid. But I planned ahead, though. At the end of my very last year, I asked everybody in all my classes for all their phone numbers, and they put it all in my yearbook, and I figured that was the move. It even gave me an opportunity to ask the girl that I had a crush on for the past 2 years for her phone number, even though I'd botched my attempts with her. And as soon as I moved, I was feeling kinda lonely, but I was pretty consistent about texting them every day at first. For a time, it was almost as if I'd never moved. I still knew what my friends were up to. I pretty much knew how my school had held up. Alright, real talk, at first I didn't like my school. Probably because I had this one science teacher who kept asking me for quote-unquote Minecraft cheat codes on behalf of her son, even though I repeatedly told her that I don't play Minecraft, which probably means that I look like someone who plays Minecraft, which is perhaps the worst life given to anyone imaginable. Well anyways, I had this one fantasy in my head that one day I'd move back to my old school and everything would be the same, that I'd walk back to my lunch table with my friends and start talking about, Minecraft. That was a joke. I spoke with my other friends pretty regularly, but I started making friends in my new school, so the texts became a lot less regular. And to this day, I still only keep in touch semi-actively with only like 3 or 4 of them. And if you're one of those people watching this, which I hope you are, then just know that you're probably the best. I think I continuously talk to my old friends out of a fear of having no friends, right? That I've become the living embodiment of every quirky YouTube vlogger who claims to have no friends, and also produces garbage content. But after that stopped being a continuous thread, then that stopped really. I mean, I feel bad, kind of, so whenever I remember, I take the time out of my day to send a quick message, like a quick "what's up?" But here's the truth. Most of them have moved on. So if their texts aren't one-worded, then they usually don't respond at all. The greater truth is this, though. I think I've moved on too. Except for those 4 friends I mentioned earlier. I'm not really compelled to text my other friends, because I really know nothing about them anymore. I think long-distance friendships don't really work out because there's not really a reason to care. You drift apart because the commonality between both of you is far removed. So the only point of discussion is something that became obsolete almost half a decade ago. I mean, let's be honest, if they were to respond, what would we even talk about? Hey man. What? So how's school been since I left? Better. I mean, I thought I was gonna go back to my old school at first, but my new school started to grow on me. I got new friends, we created new inside jokes, the whole shindig. So I think that if I moved back to my old school, it'd be more weird than anything. I actually did go back to my old city for a weekend visit. It was bizarre. Nothing seemed the same. Development of our stagnant downtown had come into fruition, so it was almost unrecognizable. Everything seemed familiar, yet so strange. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. I've forgotten mostly about my old school, and I'm certain they've mostly forgotten about me, so I'll probably just let it go. Oh yeah, and that bottle rocket kid, Derek, from earlier? I have his phone number written in my yearbook, but I think I'll just let that stay in the past.